All right, folks. How's everybody doing? Hope your Friday's off to a good start. Today we have another big stream. We're continuing with Final Fantasy V playthrough for our intro game, Hiberninator. And then the main thing is we'll be continuing with Civ 4 AI Survivors Season 9, game number 2. Should be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. That's coming up in just over 2 hours. The countdown timer should be running in the background there. Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, in the last session, what I did was I tried to pick up the Elf Cape, or in this translation, it's Elven Mantle, that's in the basement of Warris Castle. I wasn't able to get that. So we'll come back later for this. We can always come back later. I didn't come up with a plan for how I would get that off stream, so we'll just get that next time. And we'll go forward with the plot for right now, which means involves going through this meteor. I also have to mention the controller I'm using has been pretty finicky. I have tried changing the batteries for today in the hopes that that helps. It may just be that this controller is getting old as well. I'm not sure. Hi there, Ben Joyce. Late. I love that I named the character Late. Did he warp? We won't know until we try. This game's plot makes no sense, by the way. This all looks familiar. That soldier in the tower knew me. Who am I? Alright, off we go. As we get teleported to another meteor. That happens to be over here. Okay, well, now we have another. Now we went to another meteor. All right. All right, over to Karnak, the next town. Apparently, I can only run on like the town screen. This will be a battle against 5 of these things. 5 of these wolves. Okay. That'll definitely kill them. Skeleton! These things are weak to lightning, by the way. If I remember correctly. Alright. Doom! We get the big... Was it 50? Okay, 15-second countdown's going to take a while. All right. Now, that ability that it used, the reason it didn't do anything... Yeah, it's a wild knack. It didn't do anything. That's because that attack deals damage. However much damage they've taken, that's how much damage it does back. And it hadn't taken any damage yet, so it didn't do anything. At some point... Okay, this would have been good earlier in the fight, since the Aqua Ray hits everything. Okay. Yeah, the condemned timers are not that useful yet. They will get better as time goes on, though. Good morning. Wow, okay, apparently everybody's leveling. Hi, random Kisaran, Pasaran, and Lump. Lump is dead. Good morning to both of you. Again, in this game, you do not heal when you level up. I'm going to go take a nap to be awake for game 2. They changed their picks. Okay. Alright, I probably won't remember that, but thanks anyway. Oh, I forgot. I gave the heal staff to Lena. Lena could heal people instead of doing nothing. She should probably heal Galuf on her turn. And thanks for putting that in the chat, Burninator. If anyone has not gotten their picks in, that's the place to do it. We'll just minimize that. Alright. Flaremancer. Once more people get here, I'll show the... I grabbed the mechanics for all these abilities, and I'll show them when a few more people get here. Alright, yeah. Oh, wait. I just killed him, didn't I? Eventually, I'm going to remember that she can't heal him because he's undead. At some point, I am going to remember that, aren't I? At some point, I'm going to stop killing him. Heal yourself instead. At some point, I'll remember that. In my defense, I did just come back. Ah, there's the shield. Remember, shields give you a certain amount of physical evasion in this game. I think the shields they have right now give them 15% evasion. Something like that. We should probably heal you at least a little bit. Yeah, you can use potions to heal the Necromancer out of combat, but in combat they are undead. Doesn't work. Nope. Yeah, open fire, a little overpowered. This thing's almost dead. Oh wait, no, she's gonna heal it, isn't she? Okay, let's get back into Final Fantasy mode again. It still died in one hit anyway. I swear at some point I'll start remembering again. Yeah, it looks like Lena's levitating due to Gal's missing sprite. Alright. There's some pretty useful equipment in this town. Unfortunately, it's also pretty expensive. Of course, we are going to get thrown in. We have to get thrown in jail first. Let's go see. What's the most expensive thing we can buy? This. See, you always get arrested the first time you try to buy something. There they are. They're with the monsters. We saw you crawl out of the meteor. Don't try to deny it. We don't really try to fight back, do we? By the way, nothing happens here. You just have to wait. So we'll just fast forward until something happens. My great escape. That's the last of my explosives. I do like the notion that he blew up his wall only to end up in another jail cell. Fortunately, our party is very nice, and they respond by laughing at him. Party's kind of jerks. You think that's funny, do you? Well, they just laughed. The name's Sid. What? Somebody named Sid in a Final Fantasy game? No way. The same Professor Sid who made those terrible machines to amplify the crystals? When did we learn that? I think we're supposed to talk to people in town. The game assumed that we would talk to people in town, and we did not. That was rude. It's the truth. I'm to blame for everything. I don't understand why his in-game sprite clearly has huge glasses, and yet his portrait art doesn't wear glasses. It's just weird. I've said I don't really like the portrait art in this game very much. They added that in the Game Boy Advance version. That was not in the original game. Studied the crystals, built machines to enhance them. Increasing their power output only caused them to shatter. Yeah, that might have been a bad idea. I tried to switch off the machine. They threw me in here. You're here to protect the crystal? Our party's not very good at that, but they are trying. Who are you people? I do like that significant parts of this town are just on fire at all times and no one seems to be bothered. You were right all along. The crystal's cracking. What? We tried to turn it off, but we couldn't. The fire-powered ship is what's leeching power. So this is obviously a direct translation The fan translation called this the steamship, which I think is a better name than fire-powered ship. That's obviously a direct translation from Japanese. I don't think it quite works in English. So why did they let us out? We don't have anything to do with this. Okay. They're in cahoots with the werewolf. What? Werewolf? What? If they can't help, I guess I can't either. Yeah, the Chancellor casually unlocks the cell Sid isn't supposed to be in without comment. You know, the wolf, the werewolf. It's like, wait, what? Again, I said before, this game's plot doesn't really make any sense, but it's just... The plot is just window dressing so that you can play around with the job system in this game. This whole game was made in less than a year. It's pretty remarkable how solid the game is, considering how quickly it was thrown together. Alright, well, I guess we're out of jail now, so that's a thing that happened. Oh yeah, that's right. If only we could go get past the fire. If only later on we might come back in this area where the fire is no longer in operation. That would be nice. So we could get these treasure chests. It's almost like the fire is just in the way. Anyway. So yes, we will come back here later. Every treasure chest is very conveniently blocked off by the flames right now. A black shadow, it. Gak. Good talking with you, buddy. Hi, Shalathot. Again, the fire blocks every single treasure chest. Where's the king or queen? Waiting. Where could the queen have gone at a time like this? Oh, and hi, Licky Kitty. Notice we just walked through those people. The werewolf. Don't let it in. Yeah, don't talk to the werewolf. Just throw fire bombs at it. I'm liking the people of this town less and less. He'll be back. You can count on it. Alright, well now we can actually go to the town. No furries allowed. So by the way, we did actually get that armor, the Mithril armor, when we were being thrown into jail back there. Yeah, all the fire everywhere does seem like it's less than great. Alright, so here's where you can purchase... You can already get the tier 3 white and black magic spell. Or tier... Yeah. This is fire to... Ice to... Thunder... Bolt to... Whatever they call it. Now they use this Fira nonsense. But that's level 3 white and black magic. You get it pretty early in the game, which is one of the reasons why white and black mage are very strong classes. At this point in time, they do fall off a bit after this. Alright, anyway, so back here. Let's see. I mean, we could upgrade, like, Ferris's weapon, but Ferris's weapon she doesn't even use, so there's not much point. We do need to upgrade Bart's weapon, though. And I'll get a Frost Rod if I can afford it. Wait, no, I already have a Frost Rod. We don't need another flail. Because you actually do attack with your weapon. That's a pretty big increase in terms of power. 9 more points of attack is a pretty big increase. Alright, anyway, let's see what we can get in terms of equipment. I always remember, yeah, you might be remembering, I got that Mithril armor for like 175 instead of 700. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to pick it up. Alright. So let's see, we don't have any of these shields. We have this. We're probably going to run out of money pretty quickly here. This game is pretty tight when it comes to money, but yeah, the 25% evasion for physical attacks is very nice on Ferris and on Bart's here. You need to get better stuff there. Let's sell some of this. Wait, I thought I just bought one of those. Oh, what the heck? Somehow I didn't give her the best shield. Okay. Alright, so we don't need this. We don't need this. That gets us at least a little money back. Alright, mithril hat, plumed hat. Well, these are cheap. And this will be better than what all three of them have. I'm sure watching me equip the characters is riveting, but you can see this is better. One more point of equipment weight is irrelevant. It's only every 8 points actually slows you down. So this is just a pure stat upgrade for these characters. The leather cap is predictably awful, so... Alright, so get rid of those leather caps. Go into a new region. Yeah, isn't it interesting how every single town we get to has very slightly better equipment than the previous one? Huh. Funny how that works out. This is not significantly better than what Ferris already has. So let's get this for Galuf. And then let's get one of these for Galuf as well, because he doesn't have anything in the accessory slot right now. And then that pretty much cleans us out of money. He's been making do with some garbage equipment for a while now. That'll help. Alright, and that's pretty much all we can afford. Because I want to make sure I have at least some money on hand. Alright, now there is... Does this town have a piano? I believe it does. Oh, here's the item shop, but we don't really have money to buy it. We should probably get some more potions. There we go. Now we're out of money. Is there anything in these pots? No. You remember, you only had 12 storage slots per character? No, there is not actually a pub. Maybe there's a pub. I seem to remember this town has a piano. Not that playing the pianos does anything for this party. Yeah, it's just fun to play the pianos. JRPG, we only had 12 storage slots per character. Well, I know some games that were actually worse than that. I've been playing the remake of Dragon Quest III. I did that on stream before, and I've been playing it off stream. The original version of that, when it was Dragon Warrior 3 in North America, every character had 8 inventory slots, and that was it. And 4 of the 8 had to be taken up with your sword, your helmet, your armor, and your shield. So you only had 4 slots per character, and items did not stack. You want to carry a medical herb? There's one of your, 16 total slots the party can carry. You want to carry the final key, which you need to open doors? Well, that takes up a slot as well. Anyway, Bartz is going to play the piano. Yeah, better. That's the third piano. And there's nothing else in here. Again, it's playing the pianos does not actually do anything for us, because only the bard songs unlock from that, but we don't have a bard in our party, but it's fun to do. I don't believe there's anything in there. Oh, that's right. We can't get up here yet because of the fire. Yeah, the whole town's on fire. I don't believe there's anything in here. Once it's alone, it'll flash. Phrasing. Once it's alone, it'll flash ya. It's like, buddy, phrasing. It'll flash ya. Okay. No, I actually didn't want a quick save. I wanted to just save. Alright. Cutscene time. Took you long enough. Hey! We were just shopping. The engine? Bart is always the one asking the audience surrogate questions. If it isn't stopped, the fire crystal will shatter. Will you go? I mean, we don't got anything better to do. This ship's packed with monsters. Good luck, kids. We're counting on you. I believe... Does this have a... No, this ship doesn't have a free in. Some of the ships have free ins. This one does not. Alright, oh man, it's been a while since I did this dungeon. This one can be kind of confusing. Mithril glove. And that's why we didn't need to buy one of those. Oh, I guess Bart... Is Bart the only one who can use that? Yes, he is. So this actually does add... no, that actually doesn't add another point of equipment weight. It actually lowers his magic defense, but increases his physical defense. Still probably better than the leather shoes he had on. Anyway, hopefully I remember how to do this area. I'm pretty sure I do. I mean, if I get lost, I just get lost. Oh. Wasn't enough to kill one of them. Well, that was. Well, whatever gets hit by this is very, very dead. Bye. Heal Ferris? I don't know. I think they're mostly at full health. Nope, she wasn't. Nice, there's that physical evade. I guess I better watch out, because if I leave one of them alone, he's gonna flash us. Apparently. Open fire will one-shot pretty much every random encounter at this part in the game. Oh! Lena gained predict. Ah, now Lena can actually do stuff. Okay. Let's assign that ability. Predict. The signature ability of the Oracle class. Predict is, well, it's an ability, alright. What's her magic point total right now? She's on 8. Okay. Let's do mechanics talk here for a second. This is a good moment to do it. Alright, let me make sure. Is this showing up on stream? No, it is not. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't showing up on stream. I'm glad I checked. Okay, so let's go through some of the abilities. Bart's finisher. You can see here, you get either attempt failed, critical hit, or elemental attack. Elemental attack's the one that does 9999 damage every time. As Bart's job level goes up, he has better odds to get it. It starts at only 1 in 4 to get that. Eventually goes to 1 in 2. He is currently job level 1, although he's close to 2. So this is why he gets attempt failed a lot right now. And he doesn't get the elemental attack, but he's going to be job level 2 pretty soon. So his odds go up over time. Oath. So this is the odds. Okay, apparently I was wrong. I thought the Flaremancer was the 1 in 8. It's actually a 2 in 8 result. So Skeleton is 3 out of 8. So 37%. Cast Lightning. Rajaforms cast Aqua Rake. Flaremancer casts Flare. And then the 1 in 8 Zombie Dragon. This is the strength of the spell, by the way. This 50 is the spell power for Bolt 2. This is the spell power for Aqua Rake. This is the spell power for Flare. You can see it is way, way better than the others. And then this is the spell power for Zombie Dragon's Poison Breath, which is just all over the place in terms of randomness. Open Fire. Here are the odds to get the different things for Open Fire. Black Shot is 104 out of 256. It's like 40% odds, roughly. And then the Purple Shot, and this is the strength of the attack, 115, the base damage. The Purple Shot is 62, so that's about 1 in 4. 64 out of 256 is 1 in 4. Red Shot, 60, and then the X Shot is only about 1 in 8 odds, roughly. Has the strongest ability there. Predict. Where's Predict? Then this is the combined. Unfortunately, we can't use combined until the very, very, very end of the game. But here's Predict. Prediction, it says predictions are random. This is not true. Whoever wrote this was wrong. Predictions are not random. The first, second, third degree, all that does is affect how quickly it is. First degree is not stronger than third degree. This guide is wrong. I played the Solo Oracle. All of these are exactly the same strength. It just affects how quickly they appear on the board. What actually happens is determined by the last digit of the caster's magic point value. So as I said, right now, Lena has an 8 for that value right there. That means she will use Hurricane. Hurricane deals wind damage to the enemies and the party. You don't really want to use Hurricane. That's a bad one. The ones you want are Cleansing. This one is very good. Starfall is pretty random. What else is good? Healing Wind heals the party. That one's good. Blessing is very good as well. Blessing, which one of these? I think Blessing is the one that deals holy damage to the enemy and heals the party, which is obviously really nice. And Divine Judgment's really good as well. Pestilence. Pestilence will instantly kill the whole party. Yep. And then it deals damage based on the last digit of the enemy's health, which sounds weird, but enemy's health ends in a 0. It doesn't do much damage. If it ends in a 9, it does insane damage. So it feels like a completely random ability. It is not a completely random ability. It just scales off really weird stuff. So anyway, I'll try to get a chance to use some of that. I have to make sure she doesn't instantly kill the entire party, which can easily happen with the Oracle if you're not used to it. No, I'll just attack. Lena probably will do better by just, what's it called? Using the healing staff for the most part. All right, well. Now, you might think this battle is over. This battle is not over. More monsters are going to pop down from the ceiling, if I remember correctly. I mean, that thing's dead. See? All right. Now, can we kill these things before this ability goes off? I say yes. See, I don't actually want this ability to go off. I just wanted her to use up 1 magic point. The future brings a hurricane. I think we can kill these enemies before the hurricane goes off, which will probably kill the whole party. That does lightning damage. That should kill it. There we go. All right. So what was the point of doing that? Why did I use something that could potentially kill the whole party? Well, now Lena's on a 7-digit. Now she won't use Hurricane. I went from being on Hurricane, which is when her magic point's an 8, to 7 here. And on 7, she uses Blessing, which is a very good skill. I also need to figure out, will Blessing kill the Necromancer? Because it's supposed to heal the party. Is it going to kill the Necromancer when we use this? I don't know, but let's find out. By the way, we just got an elixir. Very nice. This dungeon has some good treasures in it. It will probably kill the Necromancer, but I'm curious. It'll heal everybody else, though. Poor Galuf. Necromancer is not very party-friendly. Oh, he has almost enough damage to one-shot that. Needs another level or two. Alright. We'll do the 3rd rank prediction, because this is the fastest one. Again, all this affects is how fast it is. But it also affects how many magic points you use, right? Because oftentimes you want to cycle through certain predictions. So like 3rd rank, what I did a lot was I would do 3rd rank and then 2nd rank, and that actually keeps you on the same digit. Like this will take us from 7, this will take us to a 0. Anyway. As I said, we have to see if this heals Galuf or kills him. Galuf will continue to... The invisible Galuf, by the way, who's not even there, brings a blessing. Well, this might just kill the entire enemy party, so... I don't know if they have enough to survive this or not. No, they just... Okay, well, or that could happen. Okay, everybody levels. Let me see how close they are to getting another attack multiplier. Where's my phone? Again, the formula for Bart's. The way this works is you take his attack value, which is 31, and then it gets multiplied by an attack multiplier. The formula is level times strength over 128 for a physical damage multiplier. So what is he at? He's level 11 times 54 divided by 128. He gets another one in... Does he get one on the next level? He didn't. He's in the middle between 2 right now. 54. Yeah, he'll get an attack multiplier on his next level up. And then Ferris's open fire is really interesting because it's level squared divided by 256. So 11 times 11. Okay, she's not close. She needs to go. She has a ways to go. Fortunately, she's still one-shotting everything. I think at level 16, it looks like at level 16 she gets a first multiplier on her damage. She's still at the base multiplier right now. So she needs to get to level 16, and obviously she's not that close to that. Anyway, mechanics talk. I enjoy it. Hopefully it's not too tedious if you find that stuff boring. All right, we'll try the finisher. I'm feeling lucky. There we go. That works. The critical hit deals double. Ah, I did not hit open fire. Well, that's on me. Zombie dragon. This could do a lot, or it could do, like, no damage at all. Do you feel like gambling? Did pretty decent damage. All right, well, now we're on a 0 digit. I still didn't find out if that thing... So on 0, we get cleansing for our ability. What does cleansing do again? Cleansing. Deals damage to the enemies. Ah, okay. I just want to show what this actually does. So we'll just chill here and wait for Lena's prediction to go off. The future brings cleansing. This is, I believe, one of the most highest damaging ones. Oh, that's right. We left one of them alive, so now we all get to wear sunglasses. The only one that actually matters on is Bart's. Bart's is like the only one that actually physically attacks. Here, heal Bart's. Oh wait, what the? Oh, the game didn't equip the heal staff. Anyway, there's cleansing. Okay, didn't do that much damage. Predict is interesting because it deals damage completely independent of level. Like, your level does not matter. Predict is entirely independent of that. Alright, where's the eye drops? We fortunately have a decent chunk of these. Yeah, neither of you two need to attack. Maybe that'll even be a reminder to me not to have Ferris attack. To have her make sure to use... what's it called? Open fire instead. Alright, yeah, another elixir. This area gives them away pretty easily. Come on, guys. Alright, oh yeah, we have to flip these switches. You get pretty good experience in here, and the monsters are not that tough. So it's a good place to fight for a little bit. We shouldn't need to power level or anything, but it's not the worst place to go. Hey, Phoenix Downs, we need those. That was the red shot. Let's try. I still want this to go off. I want to see if this is going to kill Galuf or not. Funny thing to say, but I still want to see if it's going to kill Galuf. And Blessing and Condemn are probably the two best to use to cycle between. Alright, let's get the second monster set to drop down. Alright, just chill. Blessing. It'll heal the party and hurt the enemies. Will it kill Galuf? Yep. Oh, it didn't actually... It didn't actually deal damage to them. Interesting. Oh, I see. It just healed us. Okay. Except Galuf, who hardly died. You did see it heal the party for like thousands of health, though, right? Okay. We don't have one of these that brings somebody back to life, do we? I don't think we do. Alright. The whole party was full health anyway. There we go. There's the 9999 damage. Let's bring Galuf back. Poor Galuf. Well, that Phoenix Down didn't last for long, did it? Oh, it also put us in regen status as well. Ow. Oh, no. What am I doing? I was like, Galuf's low health. Let's heal it. I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm like, he's low health. We better heal him. Those Phoenix Downs are really expensive, too. Okay. I will stop killing my Necromancer sooner or later. I swear. I'm so sorry, Gala. I swear I'm going to stop. I'm not doing it on purpose. I keep forgetting. Poor guy. Okay. Lena, I think we're just going to have you on healing duty for the most part. I was trying to demonstrate a little bit of what predict actually does. By the way, we can't get through here. So we have to wander our way over here. It's true, Necromancer doesn't really do anything until World 2. Oops, I was a little slow in putting the commands there. This battle doesn't give as much XP as some of the others. No, attack. Might as well go for the... Everything other than the attempt failed will kill one of them. The critical hit would also kill. And open fire is still one-shotting things right now. Yeah, we don't actually get that much for that battle. The one against the 4 crew dust gives us more. Alright. I guess that's the only way forward, isn't it? Is this where we ride the conveyor belts? Yes. But first we need to explore these. This is where it gets really confusing. I don't remember exactly. We just want to check out all these paths. Okay, so again, we can't go that way. If you're confused, I don't blame you. But the Green Beret is a pretty good helmet. I believe Ferris can... This is the medium equipment set, so I think Ferris can equip this. Yeah, look at this. Definitely much better than what she's got. Extra point of strength, agility, defense. Now she doesn't need strength, but faster agility is nice. It causes the bar to fill up a little bit faster on the battle screen. Yeah. Purple shot. Well, that thing is obviously immune to, well, is that going to confuse Bart's? No. That attack does have a chance to confuse. I think Lena just waits and see who gets hit and then can heal. Although it did put Bart's in HP leak status, which means his health is slowly ticking away. Alright, now we're back here again. But we did get the Green Beret. There we go. I believe that the tongue thing at the top actually absorbs wind element. Oops, now we're going to get hit by... We're going to get flashed again. Couldn't remember if that thing was undead or not. Oh, I believe the tongue thing is undead. Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah, can't be damaged by that. Okay. Well, now Bart's has got the sunglasses again. Somehow Lena hasn't had them. Yeah, can avoid. Guess what? Open fire doesn't care if you're in darkness status or not. So they're all leveling at like the same time. But Bart, you actually do need the eye drops. Which way are we going? This way, I think. Oh, okay. We just went in a circle. Okay. We gotta go this way then. Also, it looks like I gotta adjust my timer here. And... Oh, not that one. There we go. Okay. Good stuff. Hey, yep. The AI Survivor is coming in, what, about a little over an hour and a half? I know it's kind of a waste of damage. No, I wanted to see if this thing's undead. Oh, I probably should have hit Bart's to knock him out of confusion size. It is undead. Haha. Ha! Look at that. I was like, I think this thing's undead. And it was undead. I was right. So we can kill it with the heal staff. Always fun when you can kill things with the healing staff. Oh, so apparently this is a dead end. So now we have the 4 different conveyor belts. If I remember correctly, the path to go forward is the second one. So we'll do the other ones first. I believe the second one is the correct choice. I know that the first one is not the correct choice. They wouldn't make the first one the correct choice. Okay, so this puts us back here again. Actually, that worked well enough that we'll just do it again. Well, that'll kill it. But yeah, the party is leveling fairly quickly here. Yeah, that'll do. We still need to get that chest down there. That one is the Thief Glove, which doesn't really do anything for our party. I don't even think anyone can equip it. It's really important if you're playing a Thief, though. Increases the base steal chance from 40% to 70%, which is like, is it a big deal? Okay. I think the second one takes us forward to the correct end path, so we'll do this one here, number 3. Ah, there it is. There's a Thief's Glove. As I said, I don't think anyone can equip this in this party. Nope. Only the Thief. So now we just need to take path number 4, because there is a treasure chest over behind path number 4. And then we take number 2, which is the correct route. And then we've gotten everything, even though this area is pretty confused. Oh, that was the way. Okay, that was the way to go back. We'll fast forward down that elevator because we've already gone that way. This music says we're on a mission. Alright. Apparently not getting any random encounters, which is not the worst thing. Oh, okay, that didn't lead anywhere either. That also didn't lead anywhere. Okay, so now we've taken all the routes except the correct one. So now we'll take number 2, which takes us where we need to go. And into the second half of this dungeon. We want to go make it. I believe that this has another item in it here. The Moonring Blade. I don't think anyone in this party can equip that either, but I could be wrong. Throwing Weapon. Full power from the back row. Nope. Thief, Ninja, Mime. Oh well. It'll sell for money, and we do need money. So now that route there, that just takes us backwards. You do not want to go that way, or you just are repeating yourself again. All right, well, let's save here. I'm going to go grab the treasure chest up ahead, and then I'll come back and save before we fight the boss. And yes, there's a boss in this dungeon. Who needs healing the most? Probably Lena herself. Alright. Will poison do anything here? No. Not really. Oh, I better heal Galuf now. Not this time. It did put that thing in poison status, though. You saw it took 16 damage on a poison tick. The poison ticks are pretty serious, by the way. Every poison tick is 1/8 of max HP, so it's pretty serious in this game. A lot of games, poison's like an afterthought, but not in this one. Okay, yeah, that's okay. See, for this one we get 177 XP and 2 ability points, which is nice. See, Bart is getting close to a level up in terms of his job. He gets, I can't remember what extra ability he gets for that one. Yeah, Galif's ability level ups don't do anything. All right, so we need to move this over to here. We'll need that in a minute. Hi there. Thanks for subscribing. In Final Fantasy X, poison did 25%. Wow. Oh, that's right. We gotta move this out of the way so we can open this up. Flipping switches is fun. Yep, those things, you can miss against those things. Not open fire, though. Open fire always hits. We'll just heal that damage back. And kill it with the Flaremancer. The Flaremancer is a monster you don't fight until the end of World 2. Oh wait, no, there's a version. Is there a version of them in World 1? There's a monster that looks like that in X-Death's Castle, but I think there's a version of them earlier. Well, that battle was good for ability points, but not so good for experience. Another elixir, very nice. Oh, Rick Millie. Hi, Rick. Yeah, Rick goes back to Civ 3 days. That was a long time ago now. Yeah, I remember the name for sure. Wait, oh, Galif is confused. I was like, what the? What is Galif doing? He's confused. Dark Arts level 2 does not actually do anything for us. It just means if he were to switch to another job, he could cast level 2 Dark Arts, so he doesn't have any Dark Arts. Okay. That'll work. Unfortunately, Galif is the one tanking all the hits right now, so I can't really heal him. I should try to set up the ability that kills the enemies for Lena. I believe she's on that prediction. Well, no. She's going to get... She'll be on a different MP value once she heals. We're about to use a tent and heal. And then she'll be on a different MP value. Alright, that's the X one. That's the strongest open fire. Yeah, these just take... Well, she did lower the... her timer is now 10 seconds and not 20 seconds. So, like, it is faster now, but I think we're still going to kill this thing before that goes off. But her condemn timers are getting faster. They go down to 5 seconds at max job rank, and then if you give her the Hermes shoes for haste status, it goes down to 2 seconds. So you can condemn things in 2 seconds, which is pretty darn good, I have to say. Anyway, let's go ahead and use a tent. This will heal the Necromancer. It will not. It does not kill him to use the. Can you imagine if using a tent killed him? That would be pretty hilarious. Okay, I want to be on. Yeah, I want to be on. Cleansing 0. What's the other one that does a lot of damage to the enemy? Yeah, 0. I want to be on a 0 value. Yeah. Okay. Save. And Lena's on... Okay, she's on 105 magic points, so she's got to kill a couple magic points here. She's got to get down to 0 on her magic point total. A 0 digit. Not 0 magic points total. A 0 digit. Oh, wait, no, we got to close this, don't we? No. So I need a combat or two just to tweak her magic point total. March is almost doing enough damage to kill that. Oh. Okay. I kind of thought those things were going to fall down from the ceiling like they've been doing. Okay. This is more of what I was expecting. There we go. That's the max damage one. All right. I would love to get the Aqua Rake one here. I don't think that's going to do anything. That healed a little bit. Of course, I can't heal Galuf for obvious reasons. That's good damage. It's the red shot. Zombie Dragon is not very useful. Well, that time it rolled pretty well. Okay, I'm going to let Lena's action bar fill up so everybody else is ready to act. I don't want this prediction to go off too quickly. All right. Because I don't want this prediction to go off. If she actually uses this prediction, it's probably going to kill everyone. Divine Judgment. Oh, great. Now he's paralyzed. Galuf, I need you to kill this thing. Alright, that'll do. What does Divine Judgment do again? I need to look that up. Divine Judgment. Damages the enemies, heals the party. Oh, okay. Well, that would have worked. Except no, it would have killed. Except it would have killed Galuf. I need one that just damages the enemy and does not heal the party. Because I don't want Galuf to get destroyed. Alright, well, hey, they gain levels. That's good. Alright, so now her magic point digit's on a 2. We need her to use to cycle that down to a 0. Okay. Now, if this is like the last version of this battle... Alright. Use up 1 magic point here. What are we on right now? We're on Eruption. Okay, that does fire damage. That will kill our whole... That will definitely kill the whole party if that goes off. But I'm banking on this just ending the battle here. Before that ever happens. Oh, shoot. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I don't think this is going to go off. Okay. Oh, no, we have time. We have 5 seconds left. We have time here. The party's going to get a chance to act before the eruption goes off and kills everything. Just got to input the commands quickly. Hi there. Welcome if you're just getting here. I think that kills it. All right, that should do it. Okay. Galuf even gained a level. All right, we just need to kill 1 more magic point off Lena. So we got show she's on a 0 digit. Hoping for a Mansa win? About that. I don't think you're going to get a Mansa win. I don't think you're going to get a Mansa win this week. Alright. Let everybody's action bars fill up all the way. Alright. And we need a 1 magic point prediction. Now your magic point's on the 0 that we want. Deluge, water damage. When I'm at a save point, I'll actually use, I'll show what some of these do, just so you can see, because they're, but I want to be at a point where I can save the game. Alright, there we go. We should be all set up now. Alright. One nice thing about the Necromancer is that the class does have very high HP growth, which is good because you can't heal that. Alright. should be all set up now. Queen Karnak, what's going on? I should predict a Mansa win for this week, yeah. Rick told Willem to research rifles. Queen Karnak, you shall pay for interfering with my revival. That seems bad. Alright, so Liquid Flame, boss of this area. Liquid Flame has 3 forms. Liquid Flame always starts in the human form. This thing will, when you damage it, it will shift to a different form. Hopefully it'll go to the tornado form, which is the one that we want it to. It also can go to the hand form. Whenever you damage the human form, it will use an attack that deals 1/4 of max HP to the whole party. Let's see what form it shifts into. See, it does blaze every time. Alright, we got the hand form, which is not the form that I wanted. What I actually want is the tornado form. Oh, we actually put it in confused status. That's hilarious. Yeah, I need it to be in the... I want to kill it in the tornado form, because it actually drops an item that we want in that form. Zombie Dragon. It drops a... well, this is an interesting battle. We've got a zombie dragon. Apparently it's immune to that. Okay. That, yeah. Okay, it went to the tornado form. Good. That's what we want. So all it does in the tornado form is heal itself. We want to let it heal itself. And then we're going to have Lena use her prediction. Just to make sure people's health is topped off. See, it'll cast Fire 2 on itself, but it can only do that a couple times, and then it'll be out of magic points. So, Lena, you heal. Just to make sure it can't do this again. By the way, if Bartz hits it with Wind Element, this thing absorbs Wind Element. He would just heal it for 9999. Alright, we'll just let it finish healing itself. Should be almost out of magic points. I think it can do it 5 times, and then I think that's the I believe that's the last time it can do this. Okay, so it's out of magic points. So we're going to use our prediction. And we're just going to let this hit. I don't know. So now the predictions do more damage based on the health of the target. If they have a 0 for their health, it doesn't do very much. If they have like a 8 or a 9 on their health, and that's current health, not max health, it does a humongous amount of damage. So I have not been tracking exactly what digit it's on, but let's find out. There's a very good chance this will just one-shot the boss. If it does over 3,000 damage, it'll one-shot the boss. Let's find out. Nope. Did not get the result I wanted. Okay, back to the hand form. Yeah, the hand form always casts Fire 2. Now, unfortunately, this is going to kill Galuf. Because it does 1/4 of max HP. Alright, we got back to the tornado form, though. See, it's going to try to heal itself, but it can't. Let's let everybody's action bars fill up. Actually, we might as well take this opportunity to have Lena heal everybody real quick. Here. We'll just have Lena heal everybody. Again, this is kind of the trick, is you can play around the tornado form, which can't hurt you. Of course, we can't heal Galuf because he's a necromancer, but we can heal everybody else right back up to full. Not every boss battle is as convenient as this one. Alright, we'll let everybody go. Alright. Of course. That might kill it. We actually put it in confused status. I mean, that works. It can't form shift if it's in confused status. You might think water element would be good against fire, but it's not actually that great. Just have you defend. It's now no longer confused. There we go. What a weird battle, but we did it. We killed it in the tornado form, which I wanted because it'll drop a flame bow now. Okay, gained finisher. That's not going to help. We already have finisher. There's the flame bow. Because the gladiator class can actually equip bows. One of the few classes that can. But poor Gallif's inability to heal is going to be a game-long problem. That's not getting better as the game goes on. Although he does eventually get an ability he can use to self-heal. He does eventually learn an ability that lets him heal. I was being controlled by something, an evil spirit. I mean, yeah, I kind of thought so. Your Highness, the crystal. It's not just the machines that are destroying them. Something evil is using their power to resurrect themselves. Please save the fire crystal. By the way, I like how we literally just leave her. Like, we just leave her. She's, like, clearly dying. We're just like, all right, well, bye. You know. Don't worry about me. Okay, well, good, because we didn't. By the way, you can go back and save if you want, but I think we're okay. There's a save point ahead as well. All right, ready to see how we're terrible at our jobs yet again? The fire crystal. Wolf, thank goodness, it's still intact. Galuf. Why are we not turning off the crystal right now? We won't let you touch the crystal, werewolf. I'm not your enemy. Bartz, I'm not so sure about that. Galuf, say something. What's happened? You know me? Again, why aren't we doing something? Why are we just standing here? What have you done? I'm glad there was a button that you could push a button to destroy the crystal. Definitely a good feature. Let's just have a button that blows up the crystal in the back. Also, why didn't we stop him from doing that? If not enemy, why enemy shaped? The power of the plot compels your characters. Oh no, the switch is broken. Too bad we don't have an engineer that knows a lot about crystals around here somewhere. I'll hold this back while you escape. Okay, Wolf. Like I said, we are not good at our jobs. Couldn't you just shoot the guy with a cannon? Werewolf! Weren't you just trying to fight him like 8 seconds ago? We have to help him. Our heroes, folks. Not very good at their jobs. Galuf, you're our only hope. What is the werewolf even trying to do right now? I guess he's trying to hold back the beam? I don't know. It was a 16-bit game. You had to use your imagination to some extent. All right, well, another crystal down, but on the positive side, we get jobs to play around with. Hey there, welcome. He was such a good boy. That's a healing pot, by the way. If you're wondering why is there a pot there. All right, now we have to loot as many treasures from the castle as possible before it blows up. The flames are dying. Fire crystal lost its power. Yep. Where's the werewolf? Couldn't get out. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we did get our hair cut last weekend. We have to hurry. We do have to hurry. Now that the crystal's gone, the castle's gonna blow. That's right. And that manifests itself in an actual timer. You have 10 minutes. Which we should be able to take care of. There's two things we really want to get. Is there's a number of elixirs in here that would be helpful to pick up, although they're not as useful in a party setting as in the solo game. But there's an elf cape, and there's a guardian, and there's the guardian dagger or whatever it's called in this game, this translation. Oops, I probably just want him to attack. Yeah, flashing animations are kind of bad because they take up time. Oops, I wanted both. That's good because it hits everybody. Not so good because the animation takes like 5 seconds to play. I'll take it though. Oh wait, that's gonna heal her, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That was not my best call there. It's okay. We don't need to get all the treasures. We just need to get the key ones. Yeah. I know which ones have the elixirs in them, so there's a lot that you can skip. Like, there's some chests in here, but they don't have anything useful in them. The Mangosh, that's what it's called in this translation. It's actually the correct name. The Guardian Dagger was just something the fan translation came up with. It's not actually in the game at all. Alright, well, we managed to get up here pretty quickly. Alright, this leads up to the roof. We're pretty good on time right now. You can get random encounters. We've been pretty fortunate we haven't gotten any random encounters yet. Oh wait, this thing absorbs wind element. Of course. Yeah, of course we'll get this against the guy that absorbs wind element, of course. No, I didn't want it to open fire there, dang it. This would be a really good time to pull Flaremancer, by the way. We got hit by the... Yeah, okay, that's why we have healing on call. Not inputting the command really well here. Yeah, this would be... Okay. I was like, this would be a really good time to pull out the Flaremancer. That was good damage. That took out... This guy's like 700 health. That took out about half of it. So, Bart, you need to attack, because your finisher is useless here. Open fire will kill him. By the way, he has a chance to counterattack every time you hit him. That's why it froze very briefly when we hit him. Alright, there we go. I'll assign this afterwards. It's a good... It's a very... One of the best accessories in the game. Because it gives 25% chance to dodge incoming attacks. Very, very good. I might put that on Galuf just because I don't want him to get hit. Okay, I believe there's an elixir in here. We can use finisher on this guy, though. That works. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't care if it runs away. Yeah, elixir. Oh. Ah. Of course. Now he gets the elemental attack that he never gets normally. What? I swear I hit open fire. I swear. What in the world? I swear to God I picked that. Okay. What in the world? Okay, yeah, let's put him in poison status. Oh, we rolled like near max damage that time. Remember, every time we hit him, he has a chance to counterattack. That time he did. I think that kills him. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we want the elixirs. As I said, I think we're pretty good on time. Just want to leave a couple minutes for the now he'll get the failure. Okay, well, critical hit works too. If you can kill the sorcerer, the others run away, and that speeds up these battles pretty well. Yeah, see, I'll just run away. Alright, I'm not using finisher this time. Yeah, see, there's the arrow counter attack. I'll toss some potions at us to heal. Note... Oh, that'll kill him. That'll one-shot him. Note that the mages have enough magic defense that they can actually take the arrow. They actually don't even take damage from the arrow. Oh, we got a preemptive strike. That's nice. Yeah, well, that's going to happen sometimes. We're fine on time. I'm not saying that just to, like, be silly here. We're actually in good shape on time. This should probably kill both of them. These things don't have much health. The Kurnax. Do we need that many bubbles? I mean, they'll run away, but I'd rather just get the XP for them. Alright, so that's all the elixirs. This just has gold in it, if I'm correct. Yep. I would be concerned if I was at like 3 minutes at this point. 6 minutes is pretty good. And then this is the Mangosh or Guardian Dagger. Alright, no finisher this time. That should kill it. Still kind of getting carried by the Cannoneer at this point in time. I love that job. I think I had it rated as like the 3rd or 4th highest out of the 20-something jobs when I did my tier list back in the day. It's one of the best. Anyway, so there's chests over here. Now, those over there have shurikens, which don't help us. Okay, whatever. Get out of the way. So, like, this chest doesn't have anything useful in it, but I'll do it just because I have time to show. Well, goodbye. Yeah, I can skip Asuna too, right. I'm used to skipping Asuna because the only one that can use it is the white mage. I did bypass as soon as the spell that cures status ailments, it's white magic. Apparently we're gaining levels. See, it has a lightning scroll, which is useless for us. Used for a ninja. Alright, there's a boss here. Kind of a mini boss. We'll just see if we can one-shot the boss. Nope. You better bring it. This thing will transform into, if you kill the what's it called? The little, wolves, it'll transform into, like a monster. So I would always make sure not to kill them. Can you doom this thing? Alright, well that'll kill it. It only has about 1,000 health. Alright, and we're out. We only need about half the time. It helps that we have a party. Even though I flubbed the commands a couple times, it helps that the party is pretty strong for... I mean, you're not supposed to have these jobs at this point in time. Well, so much for that castle. Everything blew up. But hey, at least we get some jobs. Note that 2 of them flew way off, but we'll get them soon enough. Beastmaster, one of the worst jobs in the game. Geomancer, the worst job in the game that's not the Berserker. It's like, well, those 2 are awful, but then we get Ninja, one of the best jobs in the game. You're like, I hope someone found the queen and carried her out before the kaboom. Yeah, about that, we never see Queen Karnak again. You never see her again in the game. But I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's totally fine. Just even though we never see her again. I'm sure she's just fine. All right, well, now that the flames went away, we can go get there's a rod up here, if I remember correctly. Beastmaster you can use to cheese some things. Oh, it's on the other side. But it's not a good job. It's not. Isn't she in the inn? I didn't think she was in the inn. Let's go check it out. I didn't think you ever saw her again. I'll have to go check that out now. All right, there we go. Fire rod. Beastmaster, I mean, okay, it's not the game's worst job. It's basically a subpar melee fighter who has like some gimmicky potential. And I'm going to the pub because I need to find Sid to trigger the next part of the game, and I believe he's up here. No, never mind. I have to go to him in the ship, and then he comes back here for the cutscene. Something like that. If you're not cheesing things, it's bad. Maybe is that why this room is here? Oh, okay. She's here. She's fine. I guess that's why this room exists. Don't come any close. Okay. She's fine. Beastmaster lets you farm dark matters for chemists on World 1. Yeah. The most infamous thing is you can use the control thing to kill some monsters you're not really supposed to be able to kill. Alright. I think we can spend 20 gil for that. We actually did pick up quite a bit of gold from that. Now we should be able to buy the remaining equipment we couldn't buy before. And probably finally get up to 99 potions. Again, this will heal Galuf, who otherwise can't heal in combat until he gets the dark art spell that lets you heal yourself. All right, sell. We got some stuff to sell. We can't use the thief's glove, unfortunately. Leather shoes are like the worst accessory. We can't use the moonring blade. We don't have a chemist. These Goliath tunics are useless. The lightning scroll is useless. The plume hat is bad. The rest of the stuff is not bad though. So the flame bow actually has the same damage as the mithril sword. Who can equip the Mangosh, by the way, out of these classes? I gotta think about who I want to give this to. Can be equipped by, basically everyone except the Oracle. Okay. Now, does this do more damage than Bartz's weapon? Yes, it does. And he actually does need... He does need this... he does need to attack. I will probably swap this over to Galuf long term, as I said, though. Alright. Who do we want to give the cape, though, to? We'll give it to him, because I don't want him getting hit. Cloak that sometimes evades physical attack. 50%, or 25% evasion. And then I'll give him the Mangosh later as well. So he has 50% dodge chance. I think that's all the stuff I wanted. Wait, Mithril Sword. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I'll hold on to the Mithril Sword for now, too. Okay. Oh, and I was going to buy more potions in there, because that's the item shop. Yeah, we can go up to 99 potions now. I usually try to hold about 25 of these, just to be on the safe side. And these are a little more expensive. We don't need quite as many of them. Phoenix Downs, yes, we could use a couple more Phoenix Downs, even though they are quite expensive. Yeah, you don't want to be just like killing your party members willy-nilly for no reason. That would just be silly if, you know, you were hitting your necromancer with like the healing staff and just killing him just like that would just be silly with gold at such a premium. All right. The silver armlet actually is better than what... It says it's better than what Galuf has. That is not correct, but it is better than what Ferris has with those leather shoes. So we'll buy one of that. And then we're actually good on equipment for now. The leather shoes are just awful. Alright, and then we're good to go. Wait, didn't I... Oh, that was the one that was on... That was the one that was on Galuf. I could have just given it to Ferris instead of buying another one. Well, that could have been done better. I wasted like 200 gold. I think we'll survive. All right, let's go. Save the game. All right, so you want to see want to see a prediction from Lena that just murders our whole party? Let's just use one of her predictions. She's on Starfall right now, which usually does good things, but deals damage to enemies and the party. Yeah, this is let's just use this for funsies because we just saved the game. All right, everybody just chill. We want Lena to go. This will get us to use it the fastest. This is probably... There's a chance that this could kill everyone, but it also might not. Hard to say. Starfall's pretty random. the invisible flashing of the elven mantle. Just like, now you see me, now you don't. Alright, Starfall, here we go. Can hit the enemies, can hit the party. What will happen? Well. And Ferris was the only one left standing. You got to be careful with the Oracle class. Let's just say you got to be careful with the Oracle. We actually did come out ahead on gold, though, so we can do this and continue instead of having to reset or fast forward. All right. Enough silliness. Let's continue. You do want to be careful with that class. Sid feels bad. It's all my fault. If it weren't for me... Sid. Must be tough. Alright, we gotta go get his grandson to cheer him up. That is literally the plot at this point. We have to go get his grandson to cheer him up. Because apparently he's just too sad otherwise. Okay. Bart, do you have enough damage to kill... Ah, Bart has enough damage to kill those things now. By the way, I love the monster design on this bird. I just think the zoos look really cool. Here. This battle will be over before this goes off. Let's get you on a digit we actually want. A 0. Yeah, again, if that Starfall goes off, we're probably all going to die, but it's not going to happen. We'll kill this thing before that happens. Because this open fire will kill it. The zoos also have 1 in 16 odds to drop elixirs, so that's pretty nice. Always feels nice when you get one of those. As I said, Bart says just enough damage to one-shot that. We managed to put it in a confusion status. Alright, we are on a 0 here. It used Breathwing on the enemy. That's hilarious. It just killed itself with Breathwing. So Ferris needs 2 more levels to get her next attack multiplier. Needs to be 16, I calculated earlier. Then her damage, because her damage has been exactly the same from open fire thus far. It'll start going up after that. By the way, where's the world map? Not this one. Is it this one that does? Alright, here we are. Oh no! Our Huryu is way back here. We won't be getting that for a while. Alright, Library of the Ancients. Unfortunately, the monsters in this area don't... Oh, this will restore... This will heal us, but It would also take Lena back, offer 0-digit magic points, and I don't want that, so I'm not going to click the pot. Math class is coming up. Oh yeah, we can't really do the dungeon if everyone's level 15, because then we just die to level 5 Doom. Fortunately, we are not currently at that level. Yeah, see, if everyone's level 15, then that just kills everyone instantly. By the way, these battles, we get like almost nothing in the way of experience for these battles, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why they made it so the monsters in the library like give almost nothing. Is anybody not full health? Like, these monsters aren't that bad. It's mostly just the level 5 Doom cheese that they can do. Okay. Oh, this guy can use Moon Flute, which we would... I don't want him to use Moon Flute. Berserk our party. We'd probably be okay, but... I'll try to finish him off with Finisher. Of course. But, like, this battle, like, takes forever, and it doesn't really give us... Like, we fight 4 guys in succession. It doesn't really give us much. Unfortunately, we can't run from battles, because for Brave Blade purposes, we can't run from battles. Oh, it's the sequence where it goes all the way to the... It does 4 monsters, and then it goes back down again. We got the long, long battle. I wonder if I could use Doom to kill him. I don't know if... Like, does that carry over from monster to monster? Probably not. I'll at least try it, though. I don't have anybody to heal. Like, does that carry over to the next monster? But you get 50... Yeah, and then you get 50 XP, which is terrible. Like, I just don't understand. Were the developers just, like, trying to troll the players? By, like, making these battles take forever and then give, like, nothing in terms of golden experience? Like, what was the point of that? Oops, I wanted Oath. Like, yes, they were just trying to troll the players. Like, I don't get it. It feels like they should have added, like, an extra 0 onto the end of some of these monsters. In terms of, like, their... So, like, we fought 7 monsters in a row. We get 147 gil, 40... We get 45 experience? I mean, you get 4 ability points, but... Like, that's literally it. That's all we got. It's like, what? I don't understand. Well, anyway, we can at least save the game. Well, the good news is no one's level 15 at the moment. Again, I would just run from... I would normally just run from these battles, but I can't run for Brave Blade purposes. So here we have like a little bookshelf puzzle, but since I've played the game like 25 times, I know the way through the puzzle. And there's not much in the way of treasure in this dungeon either. I don't know, I just don't really like this dungeon. There's not much, you don't get much from doing this. The battles are tedious. It's just like, it's a bad dungeon. Because, like, this battle could very easily open with page 64 just using level 5 death, and then everybody just dies, and, like, there's nothing you can do about it. If you're level 15, you're usually right around level 15 when you get here. And then your party, like, then you just die. Anyway, I don't like this dungeon at all. There we go, that'll kill him. Now, another one of these guys again. I swear to God, I swear I selected open fire. So yeah, I don't like this dungeon. I keep saying that. Congrats, we got a whole 50 experience and 1 ability point. Going for the cheese move. I mean, again, it's not like these battles are hard. They're just tedious. It's like the dungeon in World 2, Guido's Cave, where every single monster is a metamorpha, and it just gives you nothing in terms of gold or experience for winning them. It's like, why? At least at 50 XP per battle, we're not going to be... let's swap rows to the back row. We're not going to be gaining a level here. Which seems weird to be like, good thing we're not going to gain a level because the experience is so terrible. But it actually is a good thing not to be gaining a level. You got to work for those staffs of light, I know. Back attacks are always a little weird. That should kill it. By the way, and there's only 4 monsters in the whole dungeon, too. It's just the pages. You get the pages over and over again. And that's it. Those are the only monsters in the dungeon. I'm just, like, I don't understand what the goal was of this dungeon. Oh, this is a Freet, right? Yeah. Well, we have to fight him. Is everybody full health? Except our guy who can't heal. Alright, I mean, the plan is to hit him with Lena's Blessing and Ferris's Cannon Shot, and hopefully that'll do it. But we have a random encounter first, of course. Why doesn't Galuf have an icon? I'm using jobs you're not supposed to have until the end of the game, and Galuf does not have the... does not have a sprite design for this job. So yeah, there's no sprite. There is no Necromancer sprite for Galuf. Good question. So he's a ghost. Boom. Please get these battles over with. We got a whole 50 experience. Yay. If Galuf has a job, he's not supposed to have his sprites invisible. Right. I'm a Freet. Boom. Only those who can withstand my flames will be granted the privilege of summoning me. Yeah, for that summoner that we don't have. Can Bart survive that? Barely. I mean, he might be able to one-shot a Freet. No, okay. He's just going to keep doing that. Oh, we actually managed to. We just got the Flaremancer, so that's good. Oh, that's good damage. He's also confused now, so just don't hit him with a physical attack, which will knock him out of it. Also, a good chance the cleansing will just kill him. Kind of amusing to see what he does. Oh, he casts Fire 3 on himself to heal. Okay. That will run him out of magic points pretty quickly, though. Yep. Still think the Oracle job is trash. I mean, it's a very difficult job to use, but you can pull off stuff like that sometimes. Avrita's 3,000 health, if I remember. Alright, let's just get you back into a safer zone here. I don't know what his last digit of his HP was, but it was probably like a 6 or 7 or 8 or something. Alright, bookshelf. Ha ha ha, none shall pass. And then a free... Sorry, sir. Oh, that's the path forward. Isn't there a chest down here? Yep. Ninja suit. That's medium armor set, so the only one who can equip that is Ferris. So we lose a point of strength, but we gain extra speed and defense. The odds that this level the strength makes a difference are unlikely anyway. Oh wait, no, the strength doesn't matter at all because Ferris's open fire does not scale off the strength stat. So it's actually irrelevant. She doesn't have to care about strength at all. Doesn't do anything for her. Yeah, ninja pirate. She's now a ninja pirate, yes. That does not lead anywhere on the right. I'm just trying to path to get as few random encounters as possible. I want to get through this area ASAP because I don't like this area. That should one-shot it. I mean, it kills anything that doesn't absorb wind element, which is not that many things. Give her the undead tag. Finish the... yeah. I am impressed that thing had enough health to survive the open fire attack. Oh no. We're going to get this. We're going to get the extended battle, aren't we? Okay, I swear I pick finisher. Not that it really matters. Yep, we got the long battle here. This is the only dangerous one because it can pull out Moon Flute, which berserks the whole party. That's the only really dangerous one. And fortunately, we pulled Flaremancer to one-shot it. Yep, but here we go again. Yeah, everybody's full health. There's not really any point. I would like to cycle back to that prediction again, but I'll do it at I'll do it at another point in the battle. Yep, we got to do all 7 of these guys. That's not tedious at all. Alright, let everybody's action bar fill up, because we can finish this off. Alright. Predict. Should be able to finish this before that prediction goes off. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, good. Yeah, the skeleton summon is weird. Like, the skeletons don't cast lightning magic, so why are they the ones tied to it? It's very weird. Alright, that's it. I'm so glad we had to fight 7 monsters for 45 experience. We did gain... I mean, the 4 job points are nice, but, like, it just takes so long to do that battle. It's not worth it. Anyway, Galuf got level 3 Dark Arts, which is, like, pointless. He already has Dark Arts as an innate part of his job, so it doesn't do anything. Alright, we're almost there, though. This is a short dungeon, by the way, thankfully. That doesn't lead anywhere. This actually leads. We have to... This is a guaranteed fight. You always have to do this one. Okay. Bartz, you have not been hitting these too well recently. Please do not make me go through every single one of these. Please don't make me go through... you can get... Again, these encounters are kind of random. This one's not fixed. Like, please don't make me go through all of these again. I don't want to have to fight 7 monsters again. Like, this dungeon just sucks. Alright, good. We got a much shorter battle. Note that we got more experience for killing 2 monsters than killing 7. That doesn't make any sense. I was just like, I just don't get this dungeon at all. Oh, we're gonna get back attacked. Ridlos always back attacks you, so we'll swap. If I remember, he always back attacks you, so we'll just swap here. Alright. What's that? Mid? We don't even know who Mid is. I love how, because I'm not talking to anyone in the towns, I have no idea what's going on in terms of the plot. The characters just are referring to things that they don't know. Alright, Biblos. Oh, he actually got the preemptive strike. Oh, wait a minute. We weren't? Huh. Oh, he didn't back attack us. I guess that's not guaranteed. I guess it just sometimes back attacks. Well, anyway. One of the true roadblock bosses in this game. All right, good work, Bart. You keep at it. Okay. Yeah, let's just have Lena hit with her prediction. That'll kill him. Because that means he's now on a 6-digit. So his health is now on a 6-digit, which means that cleansing will do a ton of damage. Everybody can just defend. This will kill him. Biblos is really nasty because when his health gets low, he starts casting Drain. Every time you hit him, he'll start casting Drain. So low offensive setups just can't really get through it. He just keeps hitting you with status things over and over and over again. Okay. I was like, oh no, he just messed with Lena's magic points, but she has already used the prediction, so it's fine. Yeah, again, this should kill him. Cleansing does a lot of damage. So because Biblos' HP is on a 6-digit, yeah. Not quite as much as we got against Ifrit, but still pretty good. On, let's see, cleansing on a 6-digit. I'll put this on the screen just for a second here. The attack multiplier, or the magic damage multiplier is 21. So the base damage is 250. You subtract out their magic defense, whatever Biblos' magic defense is, which is probably like 20, and then multiply by 21. And yeah, that's how much damage it does. So yeah, that's why we got thousands of damage there. Cool. Fun with mechanics as usual. The cleansing text is read aloud by a monotone computer voice. Very soon the master seal will be blown wide open. Okay, but you won't be there to see it, so. This is the first time we get the white flashes and then burning away animation. So we could have probably done that battle without it, just because open fire does a lot of damage. Finisher also. I don't think that guy absorbs wind element, so Finisher also could have one-shot him too. Don't tell me you were engrossed in that book the whole time. What whole time? Was that you? You gotta be kidding. Mid doesn't pay attention. Also, he doesn't look like a little kid. I don't know. Again, I don't feel like the portrait art matches the sprite art, but that's just me. Books, your knowledge was no match for our violence. Alright. Now we can get out of here. Get out of this cursed library. Thankfully, none of us got level 5 doomed. If I had been a slightly higher level, I would have just had to fight outside until I was level 16. Like, there's just no avoiding that. You came to save me. Yeah, sure, kid. Whatever. I don't know what I was needed to be saved from, but it was nice of you. I found the most amazing book. We could repower the fire-powered ship. That's convenient. He's my grandfather. Grandpa's awesome. When he's researching, he's unstoppable. He never gives up till he's found the solution. I hope my kids feel this way about me when they're older. Yeah, Biblos is a nasty boss. He's a variant buster. There's a lot of things he can do that cause problems. That's why a lot of the weaker classes, their only way to win is to run them out of magic points. You just have to run them out of magic points. Yep. Can lower your level. He can drain your magic points. He he puts himself in armor status, so he takes like half damage from physical. He can basically make it so you can't out-damage his drain, and then you can't kill him because you can't out-damage his drain. Oh, you have to run him out of magic points, so he can't cast drain anymore. He's a pain in the butt. Yeah, he's a nasty boss. Biblos is a well-designed boss. That said, he does have clear weaknesses. Obviously, he's a book, so fire element just absolutely wrecks him. Like, you're not intended to play through the game with, like, a solo character who never changes class. But he definitely is like a variant buster. I think I could have just attacked normally and killed this with parts. Why can't we take the healing pot with us? I like that. Silent bees. The zombie dragon might kill them both if it rolls high on damage. Otherwise, I'm going to have Lena heal whoever gets hit. Okay, one is dead. The other's... Okay. Oh, I could have had her used... she could have used a prediction there. Use that round to cycle. Oh, we're still in... I got to fix our row status. Rows are still messed up. That's why. Wait, Ferris gained a level... Wait. So Ferris gained a level... Bart is 2... Oh, wait, no. Bart is 391 off. I thought he was 2 HP off. Why is Ferris so much higher level than... I guess Bart's died in another battle at some point. Anyway, fix everybody's row status. Starfall killed everyone else. If you're wondering why I'm pathing around the desert... There is a monster in there that's pretty tough. We can probably... You know what? I can save... I'll save the game and fight it. If we get wiped out, so what? We have a save. We have a save state. I don't know if that's going to be enough damage to kill the bee. No, it's not enough. Lena's going to heal whoever gets hit. Alright, there we go. Numb has a silent bee. That's true. Yeah, English as a language has... Every rule imaginable gets broken somewhere. Alright. Let's see if we can fight this thing, the Dragon Chimera. Enjoy the 6... Yeah, it likes to use this. This may kill everybody. Does a lot of damage. It's the same ability that... Nope, everybody's still alive. That would have been a good time to get the finisher, Bart's. Or just do something with it. Because if it uses Aqua Rake again, we're very, very dead here. It's not guaranteed to use it, but... Again, that's why I just saved the game. Oh, the Cape Flash. There we go. Why does Galuf have no battle sprite? It's a great question. Galuf is using a job he is not supposed to have. Everyone has jobs that are usually not available until the end of the game. Lena can heal everybody else back up from here. She's using something... They're all using jobs you're not supposed to have until the end of the game. Oh, please don't use Breathwing. Okay, Galuf, you're still alive. Oh, wait, this guy absorbs wind element, so he's just gonna... Okay, or we could just fail again. But because he's using a job he's not supposed to have, that means that there's no graphic for this. Alright, well, that'll just kill him. We hacked Galuf to get a job which he's normally not supposed to have, yeah. Which makes for hilarious... He's a freaking ghost setups. Alright, 1 in 16 elixir. I mean, 1 in 16 are not great odds, but... Alright, we'll probably get one more battle and then we're back in the town. These things we can just one-shot. And then we'll go to the inn. That damage is looking less impressive. So the problem with those, the Oath ability that that Galuf has is it doesn't scale. The damage is fixed. It never goes up. It'll just always do that. So like the further we make it in the game, the less and less damage that does. So like a skeleton, the skeleton lightning bolt for 200 damage, like that's good when we start out, but like it's already getting to the point it's not that good. You're not even supposed to get this class until the until World 3. And like even the Flare Dancer, like obviously right now it does like 1,200 damage, which is fantastic. But like it's not going to be too much longer until we get to the point where even that starts to get outdated. I wanted to buy more potions. So that's why the class really wants to switch over to the dark arts, but we can't get any dark arts until the second world. All right, do we need any more of these? I didn't really gain any gold there, so we can get rid of the shuriken. It sells for a whole 5 gold. Hooray. And the flame scroll and the iron draft. We can't ever use any of that stuff. This we don't need, though. Oh, I was supposed to give Bartz the flame bow when fighting against Biblos. Well, that didn't end up doing anything. Oh, we don't need the turtle shells either. I do want to have at least one thunder rod for potential breaking purposes later. Where's Eowyn when you need her? The zoo bird is what the Nazgul ride on. Well, the Necromancer does have a scaling ability. I mean, it's their actual class ability, Dark Arts. You can't get any Dark Arts abilities because, again, you're not supposed to have this class at this point in time. You can't get any of them until the second world. All right, just want to make sure. That gives us one of all 3 rod types. And now we need to go get Sid out of his funk. What's Sid doing? Drinking, of course. Not thinking about people hacking the game to get access to classes early. Yeah, seriously, they should have thought about that. Mid isn't here? Pull yourself together. Sid's like, hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Don't waste your time on a worthless old lump like me. Grandpa! Mid? Never quite sure what he's doing. I think he's supposed to be punching him or slapping him. What are you doing? You never give up. Never. I'm going to keep slapping you until you don't give up. Don't be afraid of failing. If you mess up, you just have to start over again and try again. What happened to that? Mid, I believe Mid doesn't appear in any other Final Fantasies. I think he's a one-off in this game. Mid, you're absolutely right. This 10-year-old kid talking to me has completely changed everything. I have no idea how old Mid's supposed to be. There's a lot of elder abuse in this game. The Earth Crystal's out there. You know, based on our track record, I don't think we should go anywhere near the Earth Crystal. This group's track record, stay the heck away from it. Fortunately, we have a book that'll let us fix the ship. All right, let's get to work. How are we going to get the remaining jobs that we're going to ignore? But how are we going to get the remaining jobs that we're going to ignore? All right. By the way, what's the new magic point total that... Oh, Lana starts on a 2 value. That's not bad. That's easy to get down to a 0. Did I already show... did I show number 2 on her prediction yet? I don't think I did. No, Eruption. Okay. You guys want to see the party get hardly wiped again here? Since we can save the game. Okay. Time to use Eruption as a prediction. Alright, everybody just chill. Let Lena do her thing. This won't hurt at all. Alright. Eruption. So, Lena might be able... Ferris and Lena might be able to survive, because look, they're on a 0 and a 1 digit. Bartz and Galuf have no shot whatsoever. Oh, Galuf went to a 1 digit. He might survive this. Oh, no. Lena's on a 9 digit for health. Lena will take the max possible damage from this. This is not going to go well for Lena. Now, you can get like a fire ring, and then you absorb fire elements, which means that it'll then heal you. We do not have a fire ring right now. Oh, you know what? Interesting. Oh, so it's based on the damage. It's not based on current HP. It's based on the HP when the prediction took place. Interesting. I thought it was current HP. Apparently, it's when the prediction took place. Okay. So yeah, Lena and Varys actually were able to survive. Okay. And the damage, the self damage was not as bad as I feared. I mean, it's still one shot half the party, but it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it might be. Anyway, fast forward this. All right, let's go get our ship. We actually did manage to survive. Oracle's a lot of fun. It's not it's not a particularly good class, but it is a fun class. It doesn't scale as well as you might think into the late game though, because the damage does not. It's completely independent of your stats. It has now been 2 days since you went to the library. Alright, they're going to go fix the ship. Meanwhile, Gallus going to remember more of who he is. What's wrong? You do look even stranger than usual. That's a pretty sick burn from Ferris. He's starting to get his memories back. I can almost remember. By the way, feel free to talk about the game upcoming. We're going to switch over in a little over 20 minutes. Grandpa. By the way, I hate that they named this character Kryle, K-R-I-L-E. The character's name is Kururu, which doesn't really translate very well from Japanese into English. The fan translation went with Kara, which I think is better than Kururu. Like Kururu turning into Kara, I think is pretty close. Kryle just sounds awful. I hate that name. Like, who would name, like, a little girl Kryle? Ugh. Anyway. Also, her portrait art's not very good. So, I don't like a lot. I said I don't particularly like this translation very much. It's a very flowery translation. Did you remember something? He's going to say, I'm not from this world. I mean, you did arrive on a meteor. It's not that surprising. The evil we sealed away is beginning to reawaken. Boy, I sure hope that doesn't happen. Evil is reawakening. Bart's always the audience surrogate. The Dark Warlock, Exdeath, who is also a tree. You have a friend who named their daughter Cove? Interesting. We'll use their power to seal Exdeath. Remember, he's a tree, but he's an evil tree. For reasons. Good thing we have someone who can use axes, yeah. One of the worst weapon types in this game, axes. There's only like 6 axes in the entire game, too. If all 4 crystals are destroyed, Exdeath's seal will be broken too. Good thing there's 1 left. Surely the 4th crystal won't shatter too. Still can't remember clearly. Can't allow Exdeath to be reborn. Yeah, that would be bad. I speak for the trees. The trees have no tongues. Yeah, I don't... The meteor thing, I don't quite understand, like, how the mechanics of that work. By the way, you can only talk to Sid from below. The ZZZ bubble actually blocks you from talking to him from that direction. You have to talk to him from this spot. Slept like a top. What does slept like a top even mean? I don't get that. He's a tree from the void dimension, a very evil dimension. Yeah, he wants to destroy the world because he's an evil tree. Exodus motivations are never explained. It's not like he wants power. He's just evil and wants to destroy things for reasons. Once again, they didn't really have time to finish. Look, they didn't have time to finish the game, okay? They had to get this game out in stores that did not have a long development cycle. Just roll with it. Do Final Fantasy villains ever have reasonable reasons? Usually not. Alright, so now we have a ship. Hooray! Now we can sail around the world. Now, there's not a ton of things to do. We actually lose the ship pretty quickly. You're supposed to go here to the Crescent Island where you lose the ship, but there's a couple places you can go before doing that. So we'll go check out. We'll go check out History. So now we've got sea monsters to fight. Oh, somebody actually took that shot and didn't die. Slept like a... Yeah, but see, like, they randomly have pulled out a Shakespeare reference here. Slept like a top is in Shakespeare. But, like, why? Why would they pull out something that's, like, basically never used in modern speech? Like, it's so bizarre. The translation does stuff like that all the time. Just, like, randomly pull out this stuff that's just weird. Anyway, I don't like this translation. I apologize to those who do. I'm not much on it. Yep, we're in the water, all right. And then there's the island with the prototypes on it. We might actually be able to kill a prototype because we have these broken abilities. Okay, like finisher. Probably not. Anyway, welcome those of you just getting here. Why do they keep hitting the one? I was going to heal whoever got hit, but then they both hit Galuf. Which, yeah, we can't heal. I'm not in battle anyway. Alright. Is this where I park the ship? Yes. Bio soldiers. They can cast the bio spell. Wow, good job, Bartz. Which is probably enough to one-shot party members here. They're not guaranteed to use it though. Well, Lena obviously has to heal herself. How's everybody doing? Thanks, LMS. Everybody's doing well. William and Charlie are full of energy, as you would expect for little kids. That'll do. Alright, that works. Sydney is still doing a good job. So that... Is there anything in that cave we can use? The Cave of Jakol? I don't think there's anything in there we can actually use with this party. Do they end up killing God? There's no killing God in this game. I know that's a staple of like half of the Final Fantasies. There's no killing God in this one. No, hopefully this one won't cast bio, but it probably will. I think they cast that when they're alone. Yep. So, okay, yeah, it does a lot. But this will kill him. Do we at least... Oh, what? Oh, I forgot that they counterattack with that. I kind of thought that would kill this guy. At least we got the weapon block there. Alright, Bartz, finish him off. It's okay. We're about to hit the town. We can heal him there. It's okay. We got this. Just a couple more steps. In fact, we can't run away from the battle because of Brave Blade purposes. Bartz, you got this. Don't worry. Probably should have saved the game. Probably should have saved the game. It's okay. We got this. Just need these guys not to use Exploder and blow up. Kind of needed them not to do that. Okay. It's okay. We saved it recently. Didn't we? It's okay. It's fine. We're fine. I was just saying I need to save it. Anyway, we'll fast forward through the cutscene. I love being able to fast forward through things. Again, I could have run away from that battle, but then the Brave Blade permanently would have lost 1 point of attack, which I didn't want. It's fine. We'll just go right back again. Alright. We're back. See? All I have to do is sail down there again. And if you're wondering when I was doing all those solo characters off stream, yes, I liberally used fast forward mode. If only Bartz had hit his stupid elemental attack against that bio soldier earlier. And the one guy he didn't kill was seriously at like probably 10 HP or something. Biggest enemy in the game. 2 old saves. That's okay. We're fine. We didn't really lose that much. Just a minute or two. Alright, where am I on the map? Okay. We'll park the ship on the north side this time. I did want to sail over to Istory. Alright, time for revenge. Yeah, these things do like to blow up. But if we have 4 party members, blowing up does not really matter because they can only kill one of us. Self-destruct deals damage equal to however much health they have left. So the one that blew up at full health. Yeah, so like if they blow up now, it doesn't really matter because they won't do that much damage. Like they would only do like 100 damage because that's how much health they have left. How many poverty points will be settled? Yeah. Alright, revenge! Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the Cave of Jakol that... Oh, interesting. We got one of the double lizards. Aha, bye! Yeah, that's, nothing's gonna be able to survive that for a while. Keep getting the skeleton. In this game, the bomb self-destruct is single target. Okay, yeah, we can live with that. It's interesting if you like fighting killer squirrels. That's true. What? No. Jockol's accessible. This town's accessible. You can come here with the ship. This town's... Well, we'll try it again. That seemed to work last time. Well, alright. A little bit less impressive when he fails the elemental attack. Yeah, there is a real... I mean, the name Poverty Point in Civ does come from somewhere. It comes from a place where there is a Native American settlement that was been pretty well preserved, as I understand it. Alright, that should kill you. And now we can open fire on the lizard. Well, this thing has a lot of health. That's not going to kill it. Ha! And Mound City's a real place, too. Yes. Yes, it is. Everybody's at full health, so you can just chill. Oh, I could have had Lena put her prediction on the double lizard, because that thing does have a lot of health. Alright. See, we have access to this place. The days of stuff being in pots are already almost over. Alright, is there anything here? No. There's a weapon shop here. I don't believe there's a piano. I'm just going to say I don't believe there's a piano, but there is one here. Practicing those scales. Got better at the piano. Wow, piano skills leveled up. I liked got better at the piano. That's the fan translations version. That's 4 out of 8. There's 8 pianos, and can't get the last one until the final portion of the game, though. Are we sure he's not just banging random keys? All right, the ninja suit. All right, well, this is the upgraded. This is the next armor in the light armor set. Has very slightly better stats than the silk robe. I mean, just better at everything. Well, apparently it also blocks silence status. Not that that means anything. None of these abilities rely on status. None of these would even be blocked by the silence status anyway. Where is the silk robe? There we go. Alright. We do need the coral sword. Mage Master silences enemies. I don't think we need this. I'll just get one of them just in case. I don't know if the trident has higher attack value than. Unfortunately, no one can use this. That's a katana. We don't need the silver bow. Okay, so what we'll do here is we'll give you the coral sword. It's basically the same attack, but what this lets us do is then shift the Mangosh over to Galuf, so now he has more physical evade. There we go. And we have 1 copy of all the rods if we need to break. We have 13 elixirs, by the way. That's quite nice. Haven't had to use any so far. Alright, there's basically nothing to do in this town except buy the stuff, so let's go sail to the next town. We have enough time to do that. We're going to go up to Istari, which is an optional area. It's not much there, but okay, here we go with these guys again. Okay. Yeah, this... I think this kills him. If not, we're in some trouble. Okay, thank goodness. Let's go back to town and heal. I don't like those guys. So I know we have lots of people just popping in. I've said this a couple times, but Galuf is using a job he's not supposed to have because we're using like super late game jobs here in the early game, and he just doesn't have a sprite for the necromancer job. That's why he's a ghost. The other characters have sprites for their classes, but Galuf does not get one. I don't mind answering. I know people are coming in on the stream because they want to... They're ready for Civ, which is going to be starting shortly. Alright, can we avoid fighting the bio guys again? Alright, there we go. Yeah, why couldn't you elemental attack against the bio guys? Anyway. Yeah, Galuf is like going to be pretty useless. He's starting to hit the point where he's going to be pretty useless. Alright, we're going to heal whoever this guy hits. Well, that was nobody, so... Yeah, that's right. But he will eventually start to... Alright, so Ferris hit level 16. She should have now gotten an additional multiplier for her open fire. So Ferris's damage should have gone up. We're about to see. I believe that it should have. That thing's almost dead. Let's see. Did the damage go up? Hard for me to tell. I probably could have just attacked and killed it. We're at 350 predictions again. That's really good. There weren't as many people watching last week on the stream. Oh, by the way, we should actually save the game in case we get wiped again. I'm going to try to get up to that town, and then I think the clock's about to run out here. In order to get there, I have to sail down here, come over the world wrap, because we're apparently on like a tourist-shaped world. Okay. I forgot those guys absorb lightning elements, so that didn't work. Hopefully we don't pull out the skeleton again. Okay. Don't hit the guy. Stop healing them. Like, stop healing them. Bartz, hit this guy. This guy is weak against lightning instead of absorbing it. Just stab him. It is kind of funny how, even though the Oracle is not a class that's like a healing class, we kind of have Lena as a healer just because she has the heal staff. So we kind of have like a somewhat balanced party, even though we're using these bizarre jobs. Where are we? Have we gone over the world wrap yet? No, but we're about to. Bartz, yeah. Bartz does double damage against that guy because he's hitting with lightning element, and that guy's weak against lightning. You're actually not quite at full health. I think. I guess you were. The skeleton does double damage as well, because you're weak against lightning. And we got a potion, which we don't need. Where are we? Thankfully, the game does have a map. I feel like the SNES version was zoomed out a little bit further. The GBA version always feels a little claustrophobic, like you're zoomed in a little further. No, I was trying to select the guy in the back. I was trying to select it. Didn't manage to get over there. Okay, we'll be able to kill this guy. I'm going to try to get that magic point number down. So you can use this prediction, then we'll only be one off. The battle will be over before we kill ourselves with, what is this, Eruption? Yeah, Link Murray Samus asked about Sydney. Sydney is 12 and a half. He's still doing well, but he is on a lot of like doggy medication to help him because he is not a young dog, and bigger dogs generally don't live as long as smaller dogs. So we're pretty fortunate that he's in still in good health. But yeah, he's pretty old. All right. One battle here, and then we'll try to see if we can... Okay. I didn't even know you could fight these things here. These things absorb a lot of... No, they're hard to hit. They have a high evasion rate. They absorb a lot of elements, too. I think they absorb lightning, so I don't think that's going to do... Oh, no. Never mind. They also like to cut your level in half. You can probably kill one of these with Doom, though. Yeah, so Bartz isn't going to do any damage now. He can use his finisher move. Like, I'll have Bartz try to kill these things, but... Yeah. There we go. If we pull out the... Yeah, Skeleton's not going to do anything. If we pull out the one thing that hits everybody... Well, I guess that actually did a little bit. Still, you can see they're not really doing any damage. They're just kind of mucking around with our level here. There's the Doom effect. Yep. Usually the battles don't last long enough for that to be practical, but it will indeed kill them if it goes on long enough. Alright, I want Lena to use this prediction now that there's only one monster left. Just letting those action bars fill up. Alright. Now she'll be on that zero value again. And then we should be all set. I'm going to stop here because I'm over time, but she'll be all set up for... Yeah, great. I'm kind of counting on this open fire to kill this. Good job, Ferris. Ferris, by far my most reliable party member right now. Alright, save the game. We're up here, we can find Ifrit, the summon... Not Ifrit, Rama, the summon, in the woods here. And then get him to join us. Not that we need him, but we might as well, because why not? Alright, we're going to switch over. Another compliment on the haircut, thank you. Can't solve a lot of problems. We're going to swap over to the Civ portion of the stream now. I hope you're enjoying this leisurely Final Fantasy V playthrough, but we've got like 100 people here, so let's get started with Civ stuff.